Hello everybody and welcome to today's match between the U Ottawa GGs and the Concordia Stingers. The GGs taking the field here just prior to our national anthem. Before that we have some lineups coming your way. First off, the Concordia Stingers. At loosehead prop we have Elliot Conyers, number 2 Mitch Curry, and number 3 Sean Sowden, with number 4 Libor Stefik, and number 5 Jackson Alexander. Number 6, Mason Moffat. 7, Elias Burnell. 8, Calvin Zulo. And number 9, Anthony Parent, with number 10, Connor Torden. The backs now, Evan Shabata, Philip Hakala, Cameron Hart, Michael Cavalier, and Callan Despa. Now your GG's lineup coming out today. We have number 1, Josh Sagan. Number 2, Mark Makaya. Number 3, Jensen Howe. Then in the second row, Cheyenne Jalili Takona and Taylor Bothwell. In the back row today, Ryan Plunkett and Francesco Pagani making his first start for the GGs alongside Declan Krugi. And at number 9, Nate Phillips, and number 10, Ben Hollahan. Your backs now, number 11, Zephyrin Lumpalele, Sean Miller, Matt Robinson in the centers, and Gordy Evans on the other wing, playing his last game here on Matt Anthony Field this evening. And lastly, Lane Morency backing them up at the fullback position. As we await the national anthem here, just a few players to spotlight here on the Concordia side of things. Their captain and vice captain, Calvin Zulo and Cameron Hart, both previously RSEC All-Stars, looking to make a difference for their team today as they're still in the hunt for the playoffs. On the GG side of things, as I mentioned, Gordy Evans making his last start here at Matt Anthony Field. He'll be looking to have a day and do something positive for his team and get them their first win of the season. And welcome to today's matchup between the GGs and the Concordia Stingers. After our national anthem there in land acknowledgement, we are set to go. It looks like the GGs will be taking the left side of the field today to start, with the Concordia Stingers kicking off from the right. With it being this bright out and a nice 5 o'clock game, you have to imagine the sun will come into effect at one point or another through these kicks as it starts to shine through the buildings of the Ottawa campus. We'll be seeing lots of shadows out there on our stream back at home. As we get set to start here, a reminder, players to watch for Concordia, Calvin Zulo and Cameron Hart, both getting RSEC All-Stars in the past 2 years. They'll be looking to lead their team to victory here and keep pushing towards those RSEC playoffs. On the other side of the ball, Gordy Evans playing his final game with the GGs at home today. He'll be a player to watch out on the wing wearing number 14. And the big young gun, Francesco Pagani, making his GG's first start today. He'll be looking to maintain that jersey in his first year going forward. Ball is up. It's fielded by number 2, Mark Makaya. Ooh, a big chop tackle there. Ball may have squeaked forward, but we're going to let it play. Nate Phillips with the box kick. That's back taken by Connor Torden. He hits a quick tip ball, but they are tracked down quickly by the GGs. A little bit messy on the kick chase. Concordia looking to move the ball out wide. Quick offload there by the tight head prop. Now coming back. Oh, broken tackle, but chased down. Well secured by Concordia. Player does get isolated and runs into the big man, Josh Sagan. Big stick there. They'll be looking to go back the other way. At the back, pull pass. Misses a man. And a nice oncoming line there from Cameron Hart. But it looks like we unfortunately have our first knock-on of the game, so we will be going right up front for our first scrum. The engine room's getting ready to get started here. They'll become well acquainted today. You have to imagine there will be a couple knock-ons with the sun being such a factor. GG Scrum having put a lot of pressure on a lot of teams this year. They'll be looking to do the same thing here. You have to imagine they'll be happy just to recoup their own ball, though they will not be trying to push for any kind of penalty or anything along those lines. Good clean set and a good clean hold by the GGs. Ball is spun out to fly half Ben Holohan. Little pop inside, Matthew Robinson on the line, breaks a tackle and is brought down. Well cleared out. Back out to the edge, that's Sean Miller there running into Cameron Hart, his opposite center. Quick ball from the GGs. Mark Mackay hitting the quick ball to the young gun, Pagani. Holohan, Jensen Howe, Tacona out on the edge to Limpalele. Breaking one tackle, getting a couple meters there. Out the back to Holohan. Oh, an unfortunate knock-on by Makaya. Quickly cooped up by the Stingers. Quick pop pass. They're trying to keep that ball alive, take advantage on the end through this transition period. Brought down well by Phillips. Quick pick there by the number 12. Pop back inside to the scrum half. And intercepted by Holohan. Quickly secured. Phillips now. It's Bothwell, first carry of the game. Well brought down. Phillips making the pass from his knees. Out the back to Evans. Now Morency. Out to, oh. Well carried by Robinson, making a couple meters there. Trying to get rumbling. Holohan now. Flat ball to Bothwell. Popped out. That's Holohan carrying the ball. And he is stripped. So Concordia does recoup here. They'll be looking to get out of trouble here, you have to imagine. Oh, a pull pass. And it looks like we'll be coming back for a knock-on advantage from that strip. Nothing coming there from Concordia, so it'll be a scrum to the Stingers. This will be a big matchup up front today. Matt Anthony, known as the bowling alley, as it's a little narrower than your traditional rugby pitch. They'll be looking to keep a lot up front, trying to make those meters in between the 15s today. Not as much room on the edge. Our referee, Andrew Brammer, signals us in. The Gigi's putting on a good shove here. Nothing coming quite yet. The Stingers secure their own ball there. It's toward in there, the fly half. Making something out of nothing. Quick carry, but he is met quickly by two Gigi's. 12 drops into the pocket there, and they will go to exit. But that is blocked. Quickly recovered by Holohan for the try. Pardon me, we will be coming back. An offside penalty there by the Gigi's. The referee saying that Taylor Bothwell may have had a step before that ball came out. He's going to call that offside, and now they'll be looking to exit and get themselves reestablished. Good kick out of bounds. That'll be a Stingers line out just outside the 22. Ball caught by a fan there. Lots of cheers coming early. First line out of the game. Concordia opting for a 5-man option. It's tipped up top. And it looks like we will have a not straight call on that throw. Gigi's getting the option of having a scrum or a lineout. After that dominant showing on the last scrum, you have to imagine they'll keep opting for that scrum option. Looking to put some pressure on Concordia early. Gigi's playing a lot calmer than they have in their last couple home games against ETS and McGill, hoping to remain in control and get that first win of the season. Concordia giving a bit of a shove back there, but Gigi's retained ball. They go out wide to Robinson with the good hands. Breaking through a couple tackles, going for a bit of a run himself, makes the offload to Plunkett. Phillips looking to play quickly. The winger does try to shoot the pass, but Gigi's have recouped, playing with knock-on advantage now. It's Plunkett. Now number 1, Sagan, going for a rumble. Now within 5 meters, they'll be knocking on the door. That's Howe. Another pick inside. Waiting for a call from the referee. Gigi celebrating. And that is going to be held up by Concordia. So goal line dropout to come. With that ball being held up in the new rule changes, that will no longer be a 5-meter scrum. It'll now be a 5-meter dropout kick. Ball must go 5 meters here, but they'll be looking to exit, help get themselves some territory. Good boot from Torden, taken by Evans. He's brought down by Hart. Bothwell now with the carry. And we have a high tackle advantage now, so Gigi's playing with advantage, going back inside to Kruji. A strong carry. Picked up quickly by Bothwell, trying to stay on that front foot. Ball did squeak out the side, but Phillips dancing, happy feet here, trying to make something out of nothing. Quick pop to Jalili Takona. Pop back inside, that's Robinson, the man we've been hearing a lot about today. Making another rumble. Phillips thought he spotted a gap, but he's met well by the Stingers. And we'll be coming back for a penalty for the high tackle. Gigi's will likely slow it down here, go to the corner, and go back to that maul that they've been working on so much. Seeing our replay here, just quick pop, and very, very close by that second row, Jackson Alexander making that interception, but nonetheless, when you play with advantage, you want to play a bit more dynamic, you want to try a couple more things. Gigi's going up in the middle, that maul is brought down well. Ball is being controlled at the back. And the Gigi's are over for their first try today. It looks like that's going to be Josh Sagan getting another try back on home turf with a double against McGill here last time. Mark Makaya slingshotting him over the goal line there. And that is a fantastic start for the GGs, playing good possession ball, keeping Concordia in their own end, staying calm and composed. Now the kick to come from Holohan.
GG's try, completed by number 1, Josh Sagan.
As we wait, as Holohan does line up his try. Third try on home soil for Josh Sagan this year, having quite a breakout year. Starting every game, the 4th year prop. Holohan's kick is up. And it looks like it's just missed the mark to the right. So GG's lead 5-0.
The conversion is no good.
There will be no rush on the kick there. Taylor Bothwell getting some quick treatment there from the athletic therapist. Torden going up with the kick. It's high and contestable, and it's fielded by Makaya once again. Fighting for a few extra meters there. That ball is well secured. Phillips setting up for the box kick. A nice high ball. That's fielded by Torden. Ball does squeak out in the tackle, but it's recovered by Conyu. Good dummy line by Concordia. Does open it up out wide. That's Shibata now with the carry. The hometown kid coming back to Ottawa, playing in the hometown. Quick ball here to Zulu. He's going to go behind to Torden. That's carried by the tight head prop, Sean Sowden, but is brought down well. A lot of ball movement right around the line. Bothwell thought he might have had the turnover there, but the ref is going to say no. The ruck was formed. Carried by the fly half. Out wide to the hook. Zulo taking the ball, and it looks like we may have an advantage towards Concordia. He's met well and quick by Howe, but will be coming back for the advantage. Not rolling away in the ruck is what is called. Player just getting pinned there. With the speed of these university games and the speed of these rucks now, more and more that penalty does come to light as a result. Hakala looking to the corner with the kicking duties today. And that will be a line out to Concordia, about 30 meters out. Opting for their 5-man, going up at the back. Fantastic throw by Curry. Out the back there. And that's Hart coming on the line. Big, strong carry, leaving GG's in his wake. Quick pick by the scrum half. It was a little dummy pass. Fights back to his feet. And he's still rumbling. And is finally brought down. Concordia making some promising meters here. Quick scoot by the fullback. Concordia said no. Picked up through the middle. I believe that's Hakala coming over the line for the try right under the post. Very quick response there by the Stingers. They'll be happy with that bounce back from their previous try. You see on the replay there, diving over, taking that lane right up the middle. Quick pick through the middle of the ruck. Now Hakala to convert his own try.
Concordia Stingers try, completed by number 12, Philip Hakala.
So he lines up his kick here just enough in the shade to not have the sun right in his eyes. The kick is up and good, so Concordia now leads 7-5 over the GGs 14 minutes into the game. You have to imagine there will be a lot of back and forth today. Both teams really trying to ramp up their offensive presence. Now Phillips to get us restarted here. Opting to go for the deeper kick, hoping likely for a kickback. But the flanker, number 6, Moffitt running it out, but being met by 2 GGs very quickly. That's the big second row there, number 5. Alexander making a big rumble, leaving some GGs in his wake. He's finally brought down, and that ball is secured by Concordia now out wide. Trying to run it through the hands all the way to the edge. But that is brought down by Robinson. Concordia does recoup the ball, though. They'll be looking to go back the other way now. Little pull through the middle there to Cart, but he runs into the wall of Kruji. Concordia looking to slow it down now. Recoup their own position. Good tackle out wide. That's Moffitt again, taking the quick pick, keep that front foot ball going. Concordia slowing it down, though. That's Souden. Big carry up the middle. He's met. Oh, pull pass to nowhere. And that's Limpalele making the big run. But we will be coming back for the high tackle. It'll be Concordia's kick for touch. You have to wonder if they will opt for the points here or opt to go for the corner. Looks like they'll be opting to go for the corner here. It's met well, quick tap and go by Concordia there. Soden with another carry, but they're going to pull out the back to Torden, who is met well, and it is knocked on by Concordia. Quick pickup, and the GGs are able to get out of trouble there. A bit of a momentum swing there. GG's playing the whole first 10 minutes in that Concordia end. Now, the last 7 minutes being played in the GG's end. They'll be hoping to have a good launch off this scrum and get themselves out of trouble here. As I mentioned earlier, these two teams will become very familiar with each other up front. With that sun, you will see a couple knock-ons. Both teams trying to play quick ball as well, which can play a big factor. Scrum holding well. Phillips at the back to Holohan. Now the kick. And he's putting that ball very deep, but it's well taken by Despa. Getting going with the happy feet, but there's Robinson, able to track him down. Moffitt doing a good job to come back and support his fullback there. Good chase by the GGs. That's Curry being brought down there by Bothwell. That's blocked and recovered, but it looks like he was offside in front of the player that had the ball come off of them. Therefore, it is an offside penalty. Lucky break for the Stingers. That'll allow them to kick for touch and get out of trouble here. Hakala with the boot to come. Coming right at us up in the booth here. Traveling just overhead, but keeping it off the roof. So Concordia line out with Curry to throw. Maintaining that 5-man lineup, they'll be looking to likely go to the back again. But that ball is well outside. It will be a not straight call with Gigi's taking the scrum option here. Couple lucky breaks back to back there. Unfortunately, with that offside penalty coming before, and then there the not straight line out. Another scrum. Ball is in from Phillips. Trying to work that ball to the back. Now Holohan. That ball is knocked on and recouped, so we will have a scrum to Concordia. Now Gigi's looking to put some pressure back on the Stingers through their scrum. Couple handling errors early. Just get the jitters out of the way. Both teams are very, very hungry for a win at this point in the season. And the ball is put in now. Gigi's putting a lot of pressure there, but quickly recouped by Zulo. Brought down. That's Soden with the carry. And that is Plunkett coming right over that ball there. Unfortunately, Soden landing on his back and allowing Plunkett to get hands on that very quickly. Another swing of possession here with, as you see here on the replay there, a quick tip ball, just unfortunately lands on his back, and Plunkett is the first one there. There's a great kick from Holohan now, putting his team inside the 22 at about the 15-meter line. You have to wonder, are they going to opt for their 7-man and go back to their maul? It looks like they intend to do so. Being their try-scoring unit, those forwards will be looking to rumble on down. Going up the middle, but it's tipped by Concordia and recovered by the scrum half. Now Torden. Concordia do have numbers wide now. Hart now. Oh, and he is hit by Plunkett, manages to maintain his feet, but Matthew Robinson sweeping across, just hitting number 14 there, Cavalier, out of bounds. So Gigi's line out, despite the mistake on the last line out, they'll be able to recover here. Fantastic work rate shown from both teams thus far. Returning to their 5-man. Going to go up at the middle. It's just bobbled, but Phillips is able to recover it. That's Bothwell now, fighting his way up the middle, but he's brought down. Ball does pop out. There is a skirmish on the ground, but it's a question of possession, and the GGs do come up with it. Now Plunkett out to Micaiah now. Going for a rumble out wide, the 2 front row forwards being out there. Quick ball coming from Jalili Takona, but that is knocked on there. A couple players just right next to each other, not quite in sync, but Soden doing a good job here to fight forward, buy himself some time. Oh, wide now. Torden tries to call his own number and go out there. The GGs do get that penalty there, but we will return for the knock-on advantage. And it will be a Con U scrum here, just around the 22-meter, right in the middle. Zulo's done a good job, despite going backwards in some of these scrums, recovering that ball quickly enough to get out of trouble. Big matchup here up front will be between Sagan and Soden. The 2 big fellas going at it. Ball is fed in. Concordia doing a better job of holding that scrum, and they're going to attack to the blind side. Hakala running the underline. Quick pop there. That's Moffitt. And that's recovered by Zulo. Spun out now. Hart going with the carry. Going across to Curry again, at the back to Torden. Now Soden in some space with a big rumble, but he is met well. Sean Miller coming right over top and winning that penalty, getting hands on ball immediately. And that is a quick penalty. So now the GGs will be looking to get back to that corner and put some pressure on. Holohan playing with his signature headband that he donned last year. Kick to touch there, just at the 22-meter line. So line up to come for the GGs. It looks like they will be opting for their 5-man line out. They won't go quite to their 7-man, which they love to bring them all out for. There will be a quick discussion here between referees. The time is off. Our apologies for the obstruction in your view there, but we will keep you updated. The referee has come back and time is now back on. It will still be a GG's lineup. Getting the man to bite on the first jump. Holohan now goes off the tip to Pagani. Still recovered by the GGs, going back against the grain. Forwards calling their own numbers. Quick hands there. It's Micaiah now. That's Howe with the carry. And now right knocking on goal line territory. Big line by Plunkett there coming up the middle. Now inside the 5. You have to imagine they'll go towards their pick and go offense here. And we do have a penalty here. Just not releasing penalty. So a Concordia player able to get their hands over the ball there. My apologies, we do not have a number for you there on that big turnover by Concordia, but that is a massive play. Gets them off their own goal line and allows them now to kick towards touch and get out of trouble. Ball does stay in. That's fielded by Evans. Now across to Morency. Wimpalele. Outside to Miller. Now that's the dangerous man, Matthew Wheels Robinson. Morency now with the big carry, and the GG's right back inside the 22 there in attacking territory. Now Bothwell pulled out the back. Underneath, collected by Miller. Decides to cut back in. Makes another man miss. He's going right for the post. And right under the post, Sean Miller calling his own number and going all the way for the try. GG's now leading 10-7. You can see here on our replay, going out wide there, well collected, and the little dummy back inside makes 3 men miss. Then that other big step back inside, taking a Concordia player over the goal line. Try to the GG's. Attaboy, Sean Miller. Now Ben Holohan looking to line up that kick right underneath the post, trying to earn his team that extra 2 points and get them up to 12-7. And the kick is up and good. The GG's now leading 12-7, 27 minutes into the game. They'll be very, very happy with that offensive output there.
The conversion kick is good, completed by number 10, Ben Holohan.
Now Torden will look to get his team back underway here, opting primarily for that high contestable kick, hoping that his team can get back under that ball. Player to watch so far, Jackson Alexander, running a lot of great lines inside, making a lot of sticks defensively, and he's lining himself up for this kick chase as well. You have to wonder if he's going to be the guy looking to get his hands on the ball here. High contestable. It's up. Pagani goes up to take it, and Hart brings him down. Phillips going straight back to that box kick. So he works that ball back. High and contestable. Holohan is going to meet the carrier. Kruji going up for the ball, but it looks like knocking it on. So now Concordia playing with knock-on advantage. The knee is down. Players are ordered to release. So we have 2 knock-ons there. We have one by the GG's first on the catch, and then another one there in the tackle by Concordia. So it will be a Concordia scrum here just before the half. GG's will be looking to put a lot of pressure on there. Concordia will be looking to have another strong hold like they did on that last scrum and make use of this scrum launch. Hakala lining up at first receiver here. Torden tucked in behind him. You have to imagine there will be a little over-under action between Hakala, Hart, and Torden. Well secured by Concordia. Right underneath to Torden. Out wide now. The tackle is high on the fullback there. Hopefully Despa is all right, but that penalty will be called up right away, and that'll give Concordia a chance to go for the corner here. Calla missing touch on the last one. He'll be calm, collected. He'll be looking to get this one out of touch for sure. Calla with a good strike, putting his team just inside the GG's 22. Bit of ping pong so far in terms of the scoring. They've been going right back and forth after each other's score. They'll be looking for a quick response here. Looks like Concordia here opting for a 7-man lineout. You have to expect the maul to come as a result. Working back to the middle. Well collected, and that maul is now coming for Concordia. They've worked it to the back, right there in the pocket, and it's pulled by the scrum half, Perrin. And now Lumpalele, the previous stinger, bringing down Hart. Quick flat ball there, now Hakala. It's going to go out the feet, and that's the winger there, making his way around the corner for the try. That is number 14, Cavalier. But hold on, the referee will be having a quick discussion, and that try is awarded. That ball did travel backwards through the feet of the flanker there, Brunel. Quick response from the Stingers there, looking to keep this one level. We're now seen at 12 apiece with Hakala's kick to come to maintain that lead. From far out wide, this is not an easy kick by any means. Hakala striking his last kick for touch very well. Kala's kick is up, and it's just off to the left. Kruji coming out to try and contest that kick, put him under a little bit of pressure. So we are now still seen at 12 apiece here. GG's 12, Stingers 12. You have to assume Phillips will be looking to go high and long here, with that sun still shining down on that Concordia half. Seven minutes left in the half. Both teams will be looking to put a few more points up on the board before then. Ball is up and deep, and it's knocked on by the winger, Chevalier. As I mentioned, that sun is truly a factor here at Matt Anthony Field. So we will now see a GG scrum. As you see here, ball going up and right in that sun. Not a catch for anybody, regardless of experience. GG's now scrum at about the 12-meter line. You have to wonder if they'll be looking to give this one more of a shove, being inside the 22, put Concordia under some pressure, and maybe be able to play with an advantage as well. Ball is in. And it's brought down. And that is a penalty to the GGs. Phillips opting to play quick. Will plunk it just outside him, pop back inside to Kruji. Kruji trying to knife through, but not quite able to make it. We do have a Concordia player down behind the play. He seems to be all right running back in. Now out wide, Evans with the carry. He's met well. It's scooped up by none other than Sean Miller once again. And it looks like a player may have gotten over the line here. We're awaiting a call. I believe that was Lane Morency. Call to come from our referee. It's going to be no try, but we're going to come back for the advantage, likely for not being 10 meters back following the quick tap from Phillips. Lumpalele looking to go quickly, but he's going to allow Howe to take this here. Quick tap up the middle, and he is over. The second-year prop getting his first GG's try, getting over that line, only making his first start a few weeks ago. What a quick heads-up play by Howe, calling his own number and electing to get over that line. As I mentioned, both teams will be looking for a quick response before the half. There's the GG's. Holohan with the kick to come. You have to imagine Mark Belvedere's Stingers having a quick conversation about how they're going to bounce back. Only about 4.5 minutes to go until the half. Very well contested, but Holohan does get it up and through. That was the fullback, Despa, nearly getting his fingertips on it. Tornham will be looking to get his team restarted. They went very quickly there getting back to the line. They have limited time here left, so they're going to want to put the GGs under pressure fast. Kick is up, high and contestable, but that's Pagani going up for the ball, and he collects it well. He's dragged down by number 1, Conyers. Out the back to Holohan. He's going to look to go for that corner. Tough to see for Despa and the Sun, but he collects it as well as he can there, and he's going to look to try and bounce outside, try to find a mismatch somewhere, and he's met by none other than Matt Robinson. He has been a menace on those kick chases today. That's Alexander. Tackled by Sagan. Now at the back here, that's Hart. He's wrapped up, but he gets that ball off. Cut back inside. That's Hart there leading off the pod. And we're going to have an obstruction call. The tip line runner just getting in front of Hart there and ultimately resulting in that obstruction. GG's now 3 minutes to put this ball deep and get a few more points on the board and claim that lead, a bigger lead, pardon me, going into the half. Ball is, and it'll be a GG's lineup just inside of the 22. Micaiah set to make that throw. GG's, it looks like, opting for their 7-man lineup, which means just a hint that a maul might be coming. It's brought, and that ball is going to be deemed just not straight, so it'll be a Concordia scrum. Pardon me. They have opted for the line out. GG's putting enough pressure on that scrum for Concordia wanting to move away from it. Maintaining that 7-man line out. It's tipped over top, but it's well collected. Met by Micaiah, but still fighting 3 is the number 7. What a fantastic carry by Brunel. Doing a very good job to fight out wide there. And Curry's foot just slipping out into touch, ever so close, a game of inches, but that ball is just into touch. You'll see on the replay here, looking to go around the short side there, and that foot just slipping into touch. 5-man lineup to come for the GGs. Micaiah looking to get that last throw back. Going up at the second spot. The ref will let us play on here. Now that's Taylor Bothwell going for the carry. Now going back against the grain. That's Jalili Takona, the second row, throwing the big pass over top. Collected well by Howe on the edge. Now Takona again. Big shoot by Concordia, but Sean Miller manages to shake through, still rumbling along. Now that's Morency running the support line, and he is now brought down. It looks like that was a clean steal by the Stingers there. That was number 4, Stefek, but we will be coming back for what appears to be an offside penalty. Pardon me. Holohan putting them right down on the 5-meter line as the time ticks down in this first half of the game. GG's in a great position to put a few more points on the board and extend their lead. Jumping at all places in the lineup today. Hard to predict where they might go. Mackay will be looking to have a perfect throw. They go up at that second spot, and it's going to be a penalty to the GGs. Pardon me, we're awaiting the call here. Unsure of what's coming there, but that's Phillips playing quickly to Bothwell now. He'll rumble towards those posts. And Jalili Takona with the knock on that should bring us just to the half. But ultimately the time is with the official. We've had a couple stoppages in play as a result. The time has gone off. Have to imagine this will likely be the last play of the half. Stingers will be looking to get this ball out quickly, and the GGs will be looking to steal this scrum, knocking right on the door. Strong engaged, GGs. And the ball squeaks out, and it is stolen. And Nate Phillips does get over the line, but we are awaiting a call from the referee to see if that ball may have come out the side. You'll see on our replay here. Ball is put in, squeaks out. Looks like it may have come right out the side. And the try is awarded. They will say that ball came out under the flanker's feet, which means it is a fair game. And that is a fantastic heads-up play by the first year. Phillips cleaning up that ball right at the half. While the backs may have scored the try, you have to give some credit to the forwards there, giving a good shove and forcing that error at scrum time. That now puts the score at 24-12 for the GGs, with the kick to come from Holohan to extend that lead by another 2 points. And they're going to say the kick did go right of the post, so that kick is no good. So that brings us into the half now, 24-12 for the GGs. We'll be back in about 10 minutes' time for the second half of this RSEC matchup. We will see you soon.
On demande toujours, qu'est-ce qu'un GG?
We're the drive in the fourth quarter, the try in the mud, the save within seconds left, the roar after the kill, the grind, the heart, the history.
Nous changeons la donne. Nous sommes les recrues en quête d'excellence. Nous sommes champions et championnes. Nous sommes une famille unie. Nous sommes les GGs.
It runs from the helmet on your head to your basketball shoes. It's the way that you get up after a tackle, burn, or bruise. It's our resilience and strength that lights the fuse. It's how we show up, sweat, scream, support, and score.
Le courage qui vous anime lorsque vos muscles sont à bout. La résilience qui vous pousse à battre des records, jamais atteint auparavant.
The strength and determination that keeps you coming back for more and more and more. What's a GG? Watch and find out.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Watch this. We get the team it up, know that we making them nervous. This in the battle, we can't have discussion, no talking about doing the verses.
Early mornings, late nights, every rep, every sacrifice leading to this. Fueled by BioSteel, the best get the chance to make their mark. One weekend, one shot at glory.
Win, 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 win. Curve everything else. Win, 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 win. These ops ain't lit. Win, 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 win. Start chasing that chip. Win, 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 win.
On demande toujours, qu'est-ce qu'un GG?
We're the drive in the fourth quarter, the try in the mud, the save within seconds left, the roar after the kill, the grind, the heart, the history.
Nous changeons la donne. Nous sommes les recrues en quête d'excellence. Nous sommes champions et championnes. Nous sommes une famille unie. Nous sommes les GGs.
It runs from the helmet on your head to your basketball shoes. It's the way that you get up after a tackle, burn, or bruise. It's our resilience and strength that lights the fuse. It's how we show up, sweat, scream, support, and score.
Le courage qui vous anime lorsque vos muscles sont à bout. La résilience qui vous pousse à battre des records. Jamais à temps auparavant.
The strength and determination that keeps you coming back for more and more and more. What's a GG? Watch and find out.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Watch this. We get the team it up, know that we making them nervous. This in the battle, we can't have discussion, no talking about doing the verses.
Early mornings, late nights, every rep, every sacrifice leading to this. Fueled by BioSteel, the best get the chance to make their mark. One weekend, one shot at glory.
Win, 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 win. Curve everything else. Win, 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 win. These ops ain't lit. Win, 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 win. Start chasing that chip. Win, 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 win.
On demande toujours, qu'est-ce qu'un GG?
We're the drive in the fourth quarter, the try in the mud, the save within seconds left, the roar after the kill, the grind, the heart, the history.
Nous changeons la donne. Nous sommes les recrues en quête d'excellence. Nous sommes champions et championnes. Nous sommes une famille unie. Nous sommes les GGs.
It runs from the helmet on your head to your basketball shoes. It's the way that you get up after a tackle, burn, or bruise. It's our resilience and strength that lights the fuse. It's how we show up, sweat, scream, support, and score.
Le courage qui vous anime lorsque vos muscles sont à bout. La résilience qui vous pousse à battre des records. Jamais à temps auparavant.
The strength and determination that keeps you coming back for more and more and more. What's a GG? Watch and find out.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Watch this. We get the team it up, know that we making them nervous. This in the battle, we can't have discussion, no talking about doing the verses.
Early mornings, late nights, every rep, every sacrifice leading to this. Fueled by BioSteel, the best get the chance to make their mark. One weekend, one shot at glory.
Win, 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 win. Curve everything else. Win, 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 win. These ops ain't lit. Win, 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 win. Start chasing that chip. Win, 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 win.
On demande toujours, qu'est-ce qu'un GG?
We're the drive in the fourth quarter, the try in the mud, the save within seconds left, the roar after the kill, the grind, the heart, the history.
Nous changeons la donne. Nous sommes les recrues en quête d'excellence. Nous sommes champions et championnes. Nous sommes une famille unie. Nous sommes les GGs.
It runs from the helmet on your head to your basketball shoes. It's the way that you get up after a tackle, burn, or bruise. It's our resilience and strength that lights the fuse. It's how we show up, sweat, scream, support, and score.
Le courage qui vous anime lorsque vos muscles sont à bout. La résilience qui vous pousse à battre des records. Jamais à temps auparavant.
The strength and determination that keeps you coming back for more and more and more. What's a GG? Watch and find out.
He's got the highway in his blood. He was born to run, born to run.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Watch this. Yeah. We get the team it up, know that we making them nervous. This in the battle, we can't have discussion, no talking about doing the verses.
Early mornings, late nights, every rep, every sacrifice leading to this. Fueled by BioSteel, the best get the chance to make their mark. One weekend, one shot at glory.
Win, 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 win. Curve everything else. Win, 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 win. These ops ain't lit. Win, 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 win. Start chasing that chip. Win, 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 win.
On demande toujours, qu'est-ce qu'un GG?
We're the drive in the fourth quarter, the try in the mud, the save within seconds left, the roar after the kill, the grind, the heart, the history.
Nous changeons la donne. Nous sommes les recrues en quête d'excellence. Nous sommes champions et championnes. Nous sommes une famille unie. Nous sommes les GGs.
It runs from the helmet on your head to your basketball shoes. It's the way that you get up after a tackle, burn, or bruise. It's our resilience and strength that lights the fuse. It's how we show up, sweat, scream, support, and score.
Le courage qui vous anime lorsque vos muscles sont à bout. La résilience qui vous pousse à battre des records. Jamais à temps auparavant.
The strength and determination that keeps you coming back for more and more and more. What's a GG? Watch and find out.
And we are back underway for this second half of action here with the GGs taking on the Stingers. GGs leading 24-12 thus far. It's a big rumble by the prop, Soden. Now going out wide there, that's Alexander.
Quick scoop by the 9. Center coming in to play scrum half. Now Brunel trying to dance his way through. Torden going over top. Ball bouncing around, but that's collected by Phillips. Hakala wrapping him up and carrying him back inside his own 5 meter. Now they're going to play around the edge. Julie Tacona trying to take a few more meters there. We do have a whistle here. We'll be coming back for the high tackle advantage, with Holohan looking to kick his team out of trouble. And that ball just sailing into touch there, just inside the 40-meter line. And that ball is well collected in the stands. Doesn't look like any changes coming for either team so far, with Micaiah set to throw in. Collected by Plunkett. Now Phillips getting that ball out to Holohan. He's going to give it a good boot. Sailing a bit wide. It looked like that ball was tipped. So it looks like we do have a knock-on by Gordy Evans. As of right now, it is a scrum to Concordia. So you see here on the replay, the big boot sailing out wide. Evans tracking well, but just not quite able to get both hands on it there. After the break, you have to assume the Stingers will be looking to attack out wide a bit more. Gigi's defending well up the middle, but Concordia's success coming out wide on the edge, especially with that try scored by Cavalier. Ball is in. Good hold there by the Stingers. Now Hakala tipping that ball off to Hart. Not able to get hands on it. Now going over top to Torden, but it's blocked by Phillips and collected by Zulo. And they're going to go around the edge again. And that's Alexander with the knock-on, but it's collected by Plunkett there. So Gigi's getting the ball back now. So it looks like we have a bit of shoving there. Very messy ruck, the two teams going at it. That's Lumpalele going back at his former team to transfer from Concordia. And we will play the original knock-on by Alexander there. GG's will be looking for a good hold here to secure their own ball. Ball is in. Bit of a messy scrum now at the back. Phillips collects. Now Miller being met well by Hakala, his opposite number. Flips again to Holohan. Holohan looking to put the grubber through, but that's collected by Despa, the man with the happy feet, but he is met immediately by Holohan. And that is the big man, Kruji, coming across, but meeting his opposition a little bit high, so we will come back for the high tackle penalty. You'll see here with the chase on the edge, just getting over that shoulder, that being the result of the penalty. Callum makes no mistake, being right at the touchline, gains his team a couple meters, and it'll be their ball, a couple feet inside of that 40-meter line. Looks like number 23 now coming in.
Concordia substitution now in the game. Number 23, Nick Gagnon.
I believe we do have a change in numbers. That's Kyle Shabata, the other hometown kid, playing his rugby with the Barhaven Scottish. Good line by the Brunel there, coming up through the middle. Trying to get the rip, but no success there. Shibata playing the ball quickly. They're going out to the edge there. It's collected by Curry. Fighting for a couple meters. Now Shibata going to Stifak. Now at the back. That's Torden calling his own number. Gigi's trying to get hands on it. Now Despa trying to shake off Pagani. Unable to. Ball is slowed right down now. Moffitt playing scrum half to Hakala. He's going to try and fight for a couple extra meters there. Gigi's unable to get over the ball. Now collected there by the scrum half. Shibata. Despa into play 9. He runs into a wall of GGs with multiple players over it. So we're going to have a knock-on by the GGs in that previous tackle. We'll go back to that original knock-on. So see here, quick pick here. Not seeing the 3 GGs getting up from behind the ruck. No advantage will be played, and we'll go back for that knock-on. On a colder day like today, scrum's not such a bad thing. Keep all the guys up front warm. That 8v8, 16-man shove. Ball is out. Hakala taking it at first receiver. Looking to go at the back, but it looks like we do have a knock on there by Lumpalele. That will be upgraded to a penalty. They will say that was an intentional knock on. Now Curry with the carry. He runs into Makaya. Now right at the back to Torden, hitting Hart on the over. He's met by 2 GGs. The 9 calling his own number. That's Alexander there fighting up the middle. Gregan back inside there to Despa. Hart is tripped up on the pick and go. No rhythm or rhyme to this Concordia offense right now, but bodies everywhere, and they are squeaking forward. Now Curry with the carry, and he's met by the 2 big forwards, Taylor Bothwell and Josh Sagan. And that is stolen there. Ben Holohan getting over the ball and winning that penalty to get his team out of trouble. You'll see here in the replay, going back inside there and getting right over that ball immediately. Well done, Mr. Holohan. Looks like we'll have a quick time off for a shoelace here. As we know, if that ball does not hit touch, it is live. And that ball is well struck by Holohan, getting his team some meters and getting a bit out of trouble just inside their own 40. Going back to their 5-man lineout. Waiting for Concordia to come down. They elect to stay up. Now Taylor Bothwell on the carry. He's met quickly by Curry and Moffitt. And the box kick now going nearly straight up. And that's tipped and recovered by Jalili Takona. That ball is out, but Phillips is going to have another crack at it. But that one is going to go straight out, and that will bring us back to a Concordia lineout just inside the 40-meter line. If that ball does sail straight out and you are not kicking from within inside your 22, it does come all the way back to the point of which that ball is kicked from. Concordia loading up at the back. Working their way all the way to the front. Well executed lineup by Concordia. Shibata with a flick pass out the back. Now they're out wide. That's Despa now. And he is carried right out by Robinson. Well done. A choke tackle, getting right over the ball there and giving Despa no option to make the offload to Shibata, who was running in support there. Fantastic play to get his team out of trouble. Well done, Matt Robinson. Ball is up and good. Now out to Holohan, who's got it on the boot. Looking to find a little bit of space on the edge there. And that will now be a Concordia line out on inside their 40-meter line. Good spot. Fullback sitting a little bit deeper, expecting that kick to try and go in between the 22 and the goal line out of bounds. But ultimately, that kick coming a little bit shorter than he'd expected, and the ball bouncing out of bounds. So now Concordia line out. They're going to return to their 5-man. They're going to go all the way to the back. And that's Alexander who recovers the ball. Finding Soden, the big man. Getting that ball with the long place back. Now Moffitt calling his own number, trying to go back inside, but he runs into Kruji. Now to Brunel. Ball does squeak out, and it looks like we have a Concordia knock-on in the tackle, so that'll now be a GG scrum right inside the Concordia half. See on the replay there, bouncing out wide, trying to make some form of offload, and that ball deemed to have sailed forward by our referee. So we have time off here. Substitute coming. So that'll be Lumpalele coming off. And now coming in is number 24, Brendan Bergen. He will be matching up against Evan Shibata. Having played club together, you have to imagine those two are very familiar with one another. As we approach closer to the 60-minute mark, you'll see more and more subs start to roll out. Most players playing until that 60-minute mark before the subs do come. Oh, Concordia giving a good shove here, but recovered by Phillips. Going out wide there to Robinson. Robinson's going to go right at Hakala. And Phillips, nobody home, hoping for a good bounce here. Putting Concordia under pressure. And bouncing out just inside that 22. That will be a Concordia lineout still. Nonetheless, right on their doorstep, they will have to execute to get out of trouble here. Curry will certainly make no mistake with this throw. Going up, and that is on the outside shoulder, so that will be a GG scrum or lineout option. You have to assume they'll take a scrum option here. You'll see on that replay a ball coming fast, but just caught on the outside shoulder, giving the GG's opposition no chance at that ball. You have to wonder what the GG's backs might be thinking of doing here, or whether it'll be an 8 pick by the big man, Declan Kruji, trying to go towards that blind side. Ball is at the back. It looks like it'll be Kruji to the blind, hits Phillips. Phillips pops it up. Back to Kruji and over the line for a try to the GG's. Good little connection between 8 and 9 there, leaving the 10 out in this case, but I'm sure Ben Holohan will not be upset with that outcome as he is kicking for 2 more points following the try. Well done by the youngsters for the GG, connecting there for that try. As it stands, the score is now 29-12 for the GGs at the 55th minute of play as we await for Ben Holohan's kick to come. kick is up and just to the right. It is no good, so the score stands at 29-12 for the GGs. It appears we do have a sub here for Concordia. Number 3, Soden, coming out of the game, as we're awaiting a number for his replacement. Appears to be number 19, Tom Landry. Ball is up and collected well by Micaiah. Now out to Bothwell. He's going to go out the back. Good hands by Holohan to recover, and he breaks free. Now going for a run up the middle with a little chip. Buy himself a little bit of time here, and he tracks down Torden. Well done by Holohan. And a penalty is now won. That's Howe getting right over that ball. Well done. Appears we also have another sub for the GGs. It appears to be number 20, Nico Staples, has come into the game. Taking out Jalili Takona. We will now have time off. We'll be looking back to an injured Concordia player as we await an update there. Time in the field of play has stopped. So as we await an update on the injured player, please acknowledge that there will be some time remaining at the end of the game. So when the clock does hit 80 minutes today, we'll likely have a couple minutes left to play. The player is now up on his feet and walking off under his own power. And that appears to be number 18 for Concordia, Ryan Hebrad. Once we do receive a number for that substitution, we will let you know. Ball going to the back. Folding around the corner is Ryan Plunkett, who hits Pagani. And while that ball squeaked out, Concordia quick to get over the player on the ground, winning that penalty for the not releasing. Now Hakala will look to touch. And that ball is going to stay in as well, collected by Holohan now. Looking back inside to Burgeon. With a quick cut inside, he's brought down. Now Howe. Out to Kruji. Kruji is met by Curry, and he keeps driving along. Now out to Holohan. He's going to go to Micaiah out the back. Quick hands here. Now that's Evans dancing inside. Gets the ball off to Phillips. Now Phillips looking to bounce up the middle there. Gets the ball off once more to Staples. Now Bothwell. Strong carry, but met well. Out the back now. That's Miller with some space. Miller's on the edge now. Out to Morency. Morency cuts back inside, and Morency is through
That is another try for the GGs. Some fantastic back play, spotting the space out wide and getting over that line for the try. You'll see here on the replay, Miller taking some space, drawing the defender, and then Wayne Morency making no mistake with that cut back up the middle, leaving the fullback on a bit of an island. Tough to defend 3 players on your own. Try to the GGs with the kick to come from Holohan.
GG's try completed by number 15, Lane Malassi.
Holohan looking to add an extra 2 here, push that lead to 36. And that ball is struck well. He makes no mistake. And the kick is good. Holohan with the kick. Now the score line at 36 to 12. And Sean Biryakov making his return back out onto the pitch. A usual starter for the GGs recovering from an injury. He'll be more than happy to be out on the field. Coming off is, I believe, Jensen Howe. It's like Nick Gagnon for Concordia has taken on the kicking duties. He's going to go for a short little kick up the middle. Not quite collected, kicked forward once more, and now Phillips putting up a high ball back into the Concordia end. Now Shibata kicking the ball back in. That's Burgeon collecting the ball well, being met with the other Shibata in good time there. Now getting up, fantastic work rate by Evan Shibata there to get up and keep playing. Now Morency shaking through once again, going for a bit of a rumble, getting his hands free. Now Burgeon just behind Staples, but collected by Biryakov, the trailing man, managing to stay in bounds here. Now stretching the ball out. Pulled out the back, collected by Holohan, but he is wrapped up immediately by Brunel. Box kick here. Taken by Cavalier. Working his way around the edge, breaking a tackle. Going underneath the Hart. Hart's got some wheels. Hart now going for a run, popping back to Cavalier inside, but that ball is knocked on and collected by the GGs. Now it's going the other way. Sean Miller fixes, now out to Plunkett on the edge. Plunkett's got some wheels. He's going to go for a bit of a run, doing his best Fijian impression with the one hand on the ball. Morency trying to keep the flow of the game going, picking the ball quickly. Now Biryakov on the carry. Brunel is over that ball, but it looks like he's going to be off of his feet, having the forearms on the ground. He is not happy with that call. See here on the replay. Quick here, gets over the ball, but unfortunately it looks like those forearms just on the ground, not quite supporting his own weight. Holohan now putting the ball inside of 22, and that will be a GG's line out. But we do have time off here. Looks like a substitution will be coming in. Brunel looking to get some treatment here, having taken a knee. Coming in for Brunel is number 16, Connor Bagshaw. It looks like we have a few more subs coming for the GGs as well. May not be allowed to substitute on this play. Oh, they will wait. That appears to be Jacob Billow coming in for Nate Phillips. And then Duncan Campbell coming in for Ryan Plunkett. Duncan Campbell likely also playing his last game on this pitch as a GG. He'll be happy to get out there and back on Matt Anthony Field.
GG substitutions.
The lift is good.
Now in the game, number 22.
Concordia electing not to contest. Kruji turns and runs. Now another rumble by the GG's forwards. Picking and going towards the post. That's Sagan going back against the grain. And knocking right on the goal line. It looks like that is going to be held up by Concordia. They'll be happy with that result. That's Alexander getting right under that ball. Despa trying to push the pace a little bit. See the G just getting up quickly, running back to their spots here as they prepare for this kick, but making the safer call and allowing Gagnon to go for the big booming boot out deeper. And the ball does go straight out here. So I believe it will be a GG scrum on the 5-meter line. The ball cannot sail directly into touch on a goal line dropout. Must remain in the field of play. We're waiting for an option from our referee. And it appears it will be a GG's 5-meter scrum now. A couple substitutions in now. Biryakov, Campbell, and Staples. They'll be looking to make a difference right away and start moving forward. I have to wonder if they'll try to walk this one in, if they can get an edge on Concordia here. Holding, starting to move forward now. Kruji keeping the ball in. Now going for a run himself, going out towards the flow side. Now Staples looking to go out to Morency. Morency with some quick feet there, but he is tackled quickly. Ball is messy, but collected well. Off to Makaya. Quick pick here by the GGs. That's Josh Sagan again being pushed back on top of the pile. A lot of players getting trapped in those rucks will likely slow things down a bit. Now Campbell with the carry. He's met well by Concordia, and he is brought down. Now Billow going underneath. That's Pagani going back at the pile once more. Another quick pick here. And that is held up once more by Concordia. Fantastic goal line defense. It'll be another goal line dropout here. Gagnon will be looking to keep this one in play this time. See here, Sagan just trying to get over there, trying to call his own number once more, and just being held up on that roll. So Gagnon with the kick. It's out to the right and taken well by Evans. Now Morency trying to shake off Hart, and he does. Now going for another rumble up the middle there. He's supported well. Now Billow out to the edge to Makaya, to Evans. Miller now going for a rumble up the middle. Concordia is over that ball, and they will be rewarded for it. Fantastic defensive effort there by the second row. That's Stefek. See here, getting a little bit of ground on the edge. Support coming a little bit late, and Stefek just getting over that ball. Pierce Stefek was hurt on the play. He will come off for some assessment with a substitute coming in now. Quick conversation between Gagnon and our referee. Ball is up and in play. Hallhan going over to Evans, now to Morency. He beats the man outside, sees some space, goes for a bit of a rumble himself. Now going back against the flow. Makaya out to Pagani. Pagani shaking free, getting the hands free. Running in support, that appears to be Campbell. Pardon me, Biryakov. Pulled there over the top, out to Bergen. Bergen's going to try and use some of those happy feet. Gets past Shibata, gets the hands free back inside to Staples. Great cover tackle by Concordia coming across. I believe that was Gagnon once again. Pulled out the back here. Oh, and that's intercepted by Alexander. It's a foot race now. Evans and Alexander coming down to the line. He's going to use the angles, and Alexander is just able to break away and get in for the try. That is a big momentum shift for Concordia. They are happy. They are pumped up. See here, the one-handed interception, just able to outpace the wing. That is a fantastic and very quick run by the number 5, Alexander.
kick to come here. Hakala still with the kicking for point duties. He'll be trying to get this through quickly. A couple GG's players getting late to the line, so they're unable to charge, and Hakala just putting it through. So now the score stands 36-19 for the GG's. Concordia trying to claw their way back into this one. GG's taking their time getting back up to the middle here. Playing with the lead, they will not be looking to rush anything here. Another substitution coming in for the GG's. Number 25, Connor Davidson, coming in for number 1, Josh Sagan. Ball is up and it is deeper here. Hart will let it bounce and go for a run himself, and he's met well. Oh, quick rumble. Good hands there by the by Concordia, pardon me. Going out the back to Hart. Hakala now. Hakala's unable to beat the tackler there. Shibata now. Thrown out there to number 16, Bagshaw. Kicked up top by Shibata. Taken by and tackled into touch there by Shibata. He's going to play it quickly, and now that's Moffitt throwing the dummy, finding some space. Brought down. Now straight at the back, that's Gagnon. Now Hakala, he's going to look to the corner. No one home. Will he get the bounce? It doesn't look like it quite. Collected well by number 16, Alex Lafleur. Now he's tackled. Billa now going out wide. That's Pagani. Pagani lost the ball in the tackle, yet recovered it, so it'll go straight to the knock-on, and we will have a scrum to Concordia. Momentum seeming to shift a little bit in this one. Concordia now identifying spaces, playing quick, catching the GG's a little bit off guard here. Clock now appears to be at the about 73-minute mark. That being said, we do have a couple minutes from a stoppage. I have to imagine the time is probably closer to about the 71st minute mark. And that ball is stolen by the GG's. A fantastic shove. Now Kruji breaking away. He's going to go out wide to Burgeon. Burgeon's going to cut back in. Make no mistake, getting caught out wide now. Tries to make the offload, but the ball is lost and recollected by Concordia, now playing with a knock-on advantage. Ball squeaks out. Shibata collecting quickly. Now Zulo. That's Bagshaw. He's met quickly by two GG's. At the back now, Despa trying to find some space up the middle. Unable to. Popping that off to the prop. It's number 1, Conyers. Now out wide. No poach coming. Shibata with a little bit of space out wide, but seeming to have stepped just into touch. The flag does come up, and it will be a GG's line out just inside the 40-meter line.
Number 17, Besa Martin. Number 19, James Blacker. And number 25, Connor Davidson.
Throw to come for Martin as we await a couple substitutions for Concordia. It appears we have number 8, Calvin Zulo, coming out of the game, as well as Philip Hakala. Time is back on now. Well taken by Kruji. And we're going to call that not straight on the throw there, so it'll be a scrum or a line out option to Concordia.
Alexander knows how short time is quickly to collect that ball, and they are going to opt for a line out as opposed to the scrum. Moffat now throwing in. And no call there. Collected despite Messi and spun way out to space by Concordia. Collected well though, that's Cavalier out wide. He's dragged down by Miller. Quick pick by Hart, trying to keep them on the front foot, makes the offload. The ball does bounce, it's a bit messy, but that's collected by Pagani now. Pagani going for a rumble, and Martin there and quickly to support. Now Billow collects that ball, gets it to Davidson. Biryakov hits Blacker. Blacker being a little bit close and met immediately by Moffat. And that's a quick pick by Holohan to go up the middle, stay on the front foot. Players there quickly in support. And it appears we did have a knock on there, but we will be coming back for a form of advantage here. High tackle out wide on Pagani, so we will come back for that advantage. GGs will have another opportunity to punch this down into the corner. Appears we'll have a GG substitution off this line out now. Tarab Nolan coming in now. And it appears that'll be Kruji that is taken out. Collected well by Campbell. That maul is rolling. Concordia did engage it so they can keep going. They may have come around the side, but ball is taken out. Quick pick here by Campbell. Just coming up short. Looks like that ball is held up once more by Concordia. So they will have an opportunity to exit here. But we'll be coming back for an advantage. So in from the side on that maul. That ball coming out quickly, so no call made at the time, but I imagine the assistant referee there on the sidelines radioing that into our head referee. Holohan will look to go to the corner once more. And absolutely no rush as they are trying to kill a little bit of clock here. Making no mistake now. Maul coming at the 5-meter line. Thank you again for joining us for this last GG's home game of the year. And we have a not straight call coming here, so option to Concordia. It appears they will opt for that line out option again, probably returning to their 7-man, being in their own end. It appears so, so they'll want to have some security being able to get out of their own end. They jump right at the front. Hands on the ball, but it's dropping down, and it's recovered by the GGs there. That's Campbell on it. Pardon me, Staples. Now picked by Nolan. And over the line goes Sean Biryakov, making his return to the GGs after a couple weeks and dotting one down for the squad. That's got to be a fantastic feeling. Now kick to come from Holohan.
Hallahan now lines up his kick here at the score 41-19. The ball is up and the flags are up. The kick is good. That now brings us to 43-19. Lots of cheers there from the GG's crowd for number 18, Sean Biryakov, potentially playing his last home game here for the GG's this year, as they are unfortunately out of playoff contention. Ball is up and collected well. That's number 19, Blacker, as they're rumbling along there, finally brought down. Out the back now. Hallahan going deep with the kick, but that's collected by Gagnon. He's going to look back to the corners. And that's taken again by Hallahan. Hallahan, before running out of the 22 there, is going to give it a boot. Put hard under pressure right on the sideline. And those two collide hard, right down low. Nobody winning that collision. Now Moffat with the carry. Shibata now at the back. Gagnon is met. Big collision. Manages to stay on his feet and gain a couple more meters. Now Alexander knocking the ball on, but we will come back for a penalty after the play there. Appears there's a bit of a skirmish after the initial whistle there, flipping that to a penalty for Concordia. Concordia looking to keep this ball in play with the tap and go here. Look up the middle to Despa, and Despa is met immediately by Nolan. Ball is up, collected by Lafleur. Lafleur is going to try and beat Alexander out wide, but Alexander manages to hang on. Oh, Lafleur breaking away here. Ball to Nolan. Nolan fighting his way back towards the ruck. Out the back to Hallahan. Hallahan going to the boot, putting it deep. They're going to want to make Concordia make any errors here. And that is unfortunately knocked on. So it'll be a GG scrum. Time showing 83 minutes here at Matt Anthony Field. You have to imagine this will be awfully close to the final whistle of the game. Both teams will want to end this game with a bang and get one more over the line. Doesn't appear there's any rush here. Referee speaking with the scrum half, Jake Billow. You have to imagine he is telling them that this will be the last play of the game. Bit of tomfoolery there between the two scrum halves. Quick pick here by Staples. Staples goes out to Miller. Miller is wrapped up but still fighting. Going forward. Still GG's ball. And Hallahan is going to kick this ball into touch, getting it all the way out to the road. And that will be it for tonight's game. GG's getting their first win of the season at home with a final score of 43-19 over the Concordia Stingers. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Really appreciate everything. Our next match here for the GG's will be Saturday, October 18th at Carleton, just across the city. We will see you there. Have a good night, and thank you for tuning in.